Okay, I think I am live. Heh, that's interesting. They've got a bit of buyback dialogue. That item's no good. Just trying to see on my phone if we are live. I can't really tell. It's making me quite annoyed. I'll have to check on, like, Firefox. Firefox. Yeah, we're live. Cool. Firefox. Yeah, we're live. Cool. Bizarre.
Very nice. My skill is unmatched. You'll see.
That looks fine. Let's try this level 40. Back over in Lilith Town. Let's rock. Oh, I love having all the extra dodge charges now that I fixed my boots. Wonderful. Hello. How are you? Nice to get a viewer so early on. How's it going? Oh no, not work. But yeah, I'm hoping to migrate back to werewolf actually. But we're gonna have to see if I get the items for it. I've made like all of the pieces of gear except for boots and necklace. So they're all sitting there ready in the bank, waiting to go. Because it's nice to have a bit of variety. I've been playing bear for like the last, I don't know, 25 levels or more. I kind of just want to see some different graphics at this point. I probably won't be able to move into tier 40 dungeons as well right away as the other spec, but you know, just for funsies. Oh wow, congratulations on level 70. But yeah, I started as werewolf because I don't look up any information for these kind of games before they launch, and when I was walking around in the beta, everybody was a bear, so I thought, oh well, bear's probably a little bit too powerful, so I'll play something else, make it more interesting, and I'll be a werewolf. But eventually I just got to a point where you couldn't really win as a werewolf. And I had all this nice bear loot to try, so I thought, yeah, okay, let's give bear a go, give it a fair shot. And I've been doing really well ever since. Like I got a string of great bear items. I got like a a copy of the unique helm, and then a copy of the unique chest, pretty much back to back at one point, and I had to give it a go. So I've got some plans as werewolf, but if it doesn't work out, I'm going to try stacking massive attack speed and seeing if we can maybe shred at the speed of light. It's kind of funny though, even when you're playing werewolf, some of the best abilities are, I feel like the bear ones that you can convert into werewolf, like the root on the poison and the grizzly rage but for werewolf. Yeah, I mean, being a bear is really cool. The bear's got that swagger. He's just got that stride that makes you know that he's in charge. And it is kind of boss. Plus, I managed to pick up a great title. I'm currently Salty Bear, which I just thought was fantastic. But yeah, I'm successfully winning against guys that are level 94 and I'm 81. So Bear is good. Bear's a fun time. That's a shame you're going off to work, because then we could have done some dungeons together. I've done like 2 viewer, dungeons. I mean, at least with one of them we just went off and did like 1 trillion dungeons. It was loads of fun. The Adventures of Bear and Bear. Nobody ever sets out to make a beta build, a meta build, but sometimes that's the build you end up with. Maybe you made it meta by being it. I did have high hopes for being the best werewolf in the world ever. That didn't pay for the early access release. But yeah, werewolf kind of died out. Just taking an extra 3 times as long to kill anything wasn't working. My god, this guy. I do hate the vampirics when they're overleveled. If I can just avoid 100% of everything though. He's got nothing to vampire. Haha! Awesome. Oh yeah, yeah. So I see what you've done. Do you have things like the extra health regen per enemy nearby as well? I love the look of that, but I couldn't manage to fit it in with everything else that I've got. Ah, yeah, that looked really good, that enchant. I'm hoping to use it on the werewolf, maybe for extra survivability, because you can't like pick up as much healing and tanking on the werewolf. But I would like to be alive, so maybe that's the solution. Yeah, my bear, I was quite surprised. He's ended up as an earth wizard, but while I'm doing all my earth spells, I am still a werebear. Just all my earth skills are werebear shapeshifting now. And in reverse, like, my pulverize is an earth spell instead of just a shapeshifting spell. I love it. Ooh, that's a lot of thorns. I think as well, like, yeah, like the passive thorns that you can pick up here seem to scale up a little bit as you go along, the prickle skin. But I do like my extra 10 maximum spirit. Lets me do 3 pulverizers instead of 2. I think I ended up with a legendary effect somewhere in my bank that I've got saved. It's like a 50% chance for any thorns reaction to be an AoE around your character and hit everyone instead of just retaliating against the one guy that did it. That could be really good if you like thorns.
Please, take it back from the lady dead.
But then there's only so much room for so many effects and you're going to run out at some point. You can't fit everything. Yeah, like I wasn't planning to take any thorns at any point, but I ended up with one item where I couldn't change 2 of the effects. So I just decided, oh well I'll leave the thorns on there. And I was surprised at how good thorns are. Like when the quill rats attack you at super speed and you get like 4 thorns procced back at them, it kills them. It's kind of fun having things die for attacking you. I think Thorns might actually kind of work on the werewolf quite well. Because as the werewolf, you really want to just be attacking like the main one guy with the biggest health pool in the middle. So having everything else die just by attacking you would really help thin out the numbers without you having to do something other than attacking the biggest enemy in the pack. So that could really work. Plus, I think there's also an effect somewhere in the game that I've seen that's like, if anything dies to your damage, gain a heal for X amount. You know, not the regular version of it, but one that's actually a unique druid effect. But I'm not sure if Thorns is going to count, because it's not really a druid spell as such. Yeah, I mean, I've got mine set up like that. I have one spell from each sort of section. Let's get rid of this guy. Even though I have 3 ranks in some things, I've only got Earth Spike. I only have Pulverize. I only have Earthen Bulwark. I skipped this because the companions are kind of terrible, unfortunately. I have Trample that I use on cooldown, very big part of my game. But I have 1 point in Hurricane, because Hurricane currently gives me +2 ranks to all my shape-shifting abilities, which is everything. So this is a temporary 2 rank boost to everything else. That's the one instance where I took that instead of the pet. And then I have Grizzly Rage, the ultimate, of course. And then the Keystone passive I took was Earthen Might, because everything is Earth right now. So yeah, you know, I ended up in the same boat, really, with one exception. I also kind of liked to see all the icons kind of match, so when I was werewolf everything here was purple, and that was satisfying. Whereas this kind of mixed match is a bit weird. Yeah. I've tried doing a lot of things with companions and I just can't make them really work. They kind of generally do about 100 damage even now, and just like a basic hit from me that doesn't crit does 900. So, and that's just with a builder skill. When I'm starting to get all my effects come off and I'm doing, I think my record damage is 580,000 damage in a hit with an overpower, and the pets just can't keep up. They're kind of just, they're a waste of a skill bar. You can only have so many. And I've tried investing everything into pets, just like having every item about the pets, and it just doesn't work for me. I kind of like the Thresher Creeper Vine. His activatable spell is pretty good. The root in an area around you. But I didn't get along with any of the other pets, and I've tried on so many occasions, and it just didn't happen. I even took things like, there's an item that makes them get an effect off of Bestial Rampage, the Keystone passive. So you can give them 20% extra attack speed and 20% increased damage. But nothing. Because otherwise they don't have their own Keystone passive, which is another thing that's quite weak for them. Yeah, the Poison Creeper is a decent button. That's the one that's alright. And I've even got a couple of really interesting items for the wolves. One that turns them into storm wolves, and ones that turn them into werewolves. And there's another one that makes me have 3 wolves, and I still couldn't make the damn things work in any respectable way. Having 3 storm werewolves, and they're still thinking they're doing 200 damage. Oh, I wish they worked. I really did. Oh, here we go. I was starting to level up some werewolf glyphs. Wow, loads of levels.